Today we will talk about seeing the fruit, but especially see dried fruit. We will know the interpretations related to seeing dried fruits. Firstly, dried fruit is one of the symbols that heralds abundant sustenance and constant sustenance. Seeing dry fruits or dried fruits. This means that the person will motivate money and will motivate it for the coming period. Eating dried fruits is one of the symbols that indicate wealth and prosperity. Dry fruits are also symbols that indicate livelihood and for a lot of money, especially if it tastes sweet. Dried figs are symbols that indicate offspring and many offspring. Dried apricots are beneficial and good, and the visionary entry into the project. This project will be the project of raisins or dried grapes, so this is science and knowledge that the viewer will obtain. Dried apples are among the visions that indicate a benefit that will be obtained. This benefit may be related to a partnership or private inheritance. Dried kiwi is one of the symbols that indicate the near. When we see a dried cherry, he has a happy and glad tidings. As for the rotten dried fruit, unfortunately, it indicates a little money in a hormonal suspicion that indicates the corruption of a person's morals. Take dried fruit from someone who has support, and support from that person. There is a problem, or there is a work of dreamer. As for when I see that I want fruit for someone, it improves conditions in general. Eating dried fruit. When the seer sees that he is eating dried fruit, and it tastes good, it is good news of a lot of sustenance, and a change in his condition for the better. Eating dried fruits sometimes indicates the visionary's endeavor to improve his conditions in general. Good news for achieving goals, achieving dreams, and fulfilling wishes. Was the seer seeking her? Especially when we see, of course, that this fruit tasted sweet. As for when we see that this fruit was spoiled, or it didn't taste sweet. Unfortunately, one of the symbols that indicate the corruption of living is the dreamer, that he eats dry fruits and sees that their taste is bitter. Unfortunately, it indicates a health crisis that a person can go through. Dried fruit, and we see that its taste is spoiled. Unfortunately, it indicates that a lot of money is spent in the wrong place. Eating dried fruit with a well-known person sometimes indicates a partnership between the seer and this person, and it will be a beneficial partnership, and you will get used to the dreamer with benefit. And you will get used to it with profits and gains. As with an unknown person, this is the visionary's success in getting him out of the psychological crises he used to go through if he was feeling lonely, so sometimes it indicates his salvation from loneliness or isolation. Buying dried fruits is one of the symbols that also indicates a benefit that the viewer will obtain to improve in his life, whether in his personal life or in his professional life. As for when he sees that he is buying fruit, but this fruit is not valid. Sometimes he indicates that he has collected money, but this money will come from an illegal way. Buying dried fruits, and finding out that he is in the market and buying these fruits. It is the symbols that indicate good and good faith. Dried fruit for a man means that he will get a lot of money, maybe after work, diligence, or patience. Seeing this man's dried fruit improves his condition and makes him aware and well. If he was not married, give him the glad tidings of a soon marriage. When a man sees that he is drying fruits, this means that he will get debts, or he will receive dues that were with the man. When he sees rotten, dried fruits, this means that he is in mismanagement of his financial affairs also. When a single girl sees dried fruit, She bears for her a sign of engagement from a person, meaning that there will be no love between them, and there will be no affection between them. When he sees that she is eating dried fruits, he ends a difficult period. She was going through it. Eating dried fruit for a single girl and seeing that it tasted sweet is good news for her. But if it was corrupt, then this means that she will enter into doing this work. It may be illegal or it will not benefit her. If a dried fruit is taken from a person, this means that there is a person who will try to get close to her and propose marriage to her. When a married woman sees dried fruit, it improves her life in general. And if there were differences between her and her husband, these differences would end. Buying dried fruit for a married woman is one of the symbols that heralds her imminent pregnancy. Dried fruit for a divorced woman is one of the symbols that heralds her joys and happy distances, especially when she sees that she is eating it, as a harbinger of great gains that she will get when she sees that her ex-husband is the one who holds these fruits. This means that he is trying to get close to her and end the differences between them. The rotten fruit is left for her, so she is involved in some illegal business. The pregnant woman is also one of the symbols that denotes when she sees that she is eating dried fruits, so it is wonderful. That denotes a newborn. And God is superior and knows best. This dried fruit is her salvation from troubles or conclusion from a health crisis she was going through, and is improving in her financial affairs. This is how, in short, the interpretations related to seeing the fruit. We talked about it in general. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions or inquiries, write to me below, and I will answer you. Thank you very much, and see you in a new video. Goodbye.